The Eagles in St. Louis to take on the Rams. Michael Vick leading the Dream Team, coming off a great
Dream Team
2010 season.
Who started that?
Vince Young. And we saw the assembled talent and said it looks like a Dream Team. Steven Jackson wasn't dreaming and running 47 yards there for a touchdown.
That's a big play in this game because, yes, it's a touchdown, but he blows a tire here because he pulled that quad, and then out he comes. That's a factor in this game.
Yeah, he had one more carry, finished with the 56 yards. All right, Michael Vick, this is what he can do that's so special. And how about Deshaun Jackson, by the way?
Yeah, man, you talked about squeezing the ball in here. The ball was really underthrown because Michael Vick had Deshaun wide open, but he came back to Deshaun Jackson and made a play.
Later in the drive on a 3rd and 11, it is Vick rolling to his left. That's when he's so dangerous to Jason Avant.
His arm strength is better than you really anticipate. That ball got over there before that corner undercut it.
Throw on a roughing the passer call, and the Eagles are in business. Just dumps it off to LaShawn McCoy. The Eagles tied it up at 7-all. Rams now. These guys all got dances. They're prime.
Mooch was doing that earlier in the dressing room.
Sam Bradford stripped.
Get away from me. This is my moment.
Scoops it up. And Parker goes 56 yards for the touchdown. Eagles on top 14-7.
Those cheerleaders look like nothing just happened.
They led 17-10 at the break, 3rd quarter. It is Vick to Deshaun Jackson.
You're going to see a lot of blown coverages in today's highlights. These defenses, they're not ready yet for the explosiveness of the offenses around the league.
Jackson, 6 catches for 102 yards. Vick on the rollout.
That touchdown right there, that is what happens. Michael Vick's rolling away. You don't know what's happening. Here comes a blurb right by your ear. It's Deshaun Jackson touchdown.
Vick, 187 yards in the air, 98 rushing yards. Bradford looking for Brandon Gibson. Nnamdi Asomugha. Call for pass interference.
He panicked at the last minute. He had good coverage, but he panicked and he interfered with the receiver. Good call.
All right, it's his 9th play of the drive now, and Bradford looking for Danny Amendola.
Like to have that one back. He's wide open, just overthrew him.
So they had to settle for a Josh Brown field goal, 24-13. The Eagles started to get the running game going.
Man, you can look at this kid run. Man, Eagles rushed for 237 yards. That's the team's 4th highest rushing total in its history.
Slim Shady McCoy, primetime nominee right there, 31-13. Bradford under pressure.
Oh, Sante Samuel normally never drops those type of plays. Still a premier corner in the league.
Right, Parker there slaps hands with Bradford. Nicks up his finger. He had x-rays, left the game. He ends up being okay.
All right, call it a must-win and call these the highlights, will you please? Sam Bradford, Eli Manning as we got it going. Opening possession here, 7th play of the drive. Eli wanted Mario Manningham to get picked up by Quentin Michael. What do you see?
I tell you what, the safety read his eyes, got across, a little bit underthrown, interception.
So here's the Rams' next possession. Sam Bradford, the deep ball to Denario Alexander, and Warren, nobody touched him.
You know what? It's just one of these lazy guys. You must put a hand on. This is not college.
No, it isn't.
Professional league. Touch him now.
You got to touch him now. He got down to the 1, 68 yards, but the Rams can't get it they can't get it in. Sam Bradford to Greg Salas incomplete. You see Steven Jackson on the sideline. He did not play. Now, Salas would later fumble a punt. It's 4th and 4 at the Rams 32. Giants go for it. Hakeem Nicks, one-handed catch. It's ruled incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Pass interference, Bradley Fletcher. So it's 1st down on the 9-yard line. And 2 plays later, when you think of touchdowns, think of Hakeem. That's a nice catch.
Back shoulder fade. Toughest throw in the game to defend. Look at that throw. Oh, nice catch.
Ooh. Right there in front of James Butler, the former Giant. So 7-3 is the lead. Rams next possession, 6th play of their drive. That's Lance Kendrick's 2nd-round pick out of Wisconsin. 1st down out of the 15-yard line. Josh McDaniels is going no huddle. Now, what do the Giants do to stop the no huddle? Next play, Cadillac Williams rips an 8-yard run. Sam Bradford running him to the line. Warren, the Giants just fell like flies.
Little turf monster out there, I think.
Is that what that is?
No, they actually just trying to stop a drive. And get him
Yeah,
off the
that's officially somewhat cheating, right? Jaquan Grant.
You're not cheating, you ain't trying to
okay.
win.
Jaquan Williams, Deion Grant. Second quarter, sixth play of this drive. Sam Bradford throws a lateral to Cadillac Williams. Michael Boley takes it back. Steve Spagnuolo does not challenge, didn't challenge the throwing of the ball to the cameraman either, because clearly this is a lateral.
That's a lateral. Cadillac got to get on top of that ball. Do not even leave it up to anybody. No doubt in your mind. Go get the ball.
And as a veteran, he knows that. Spagnuolo knows he knows that. Remember, Steven Jackson out of there. It's 14-6. Then Eli Manning, Mario Manningham. If he stayed up, there would have been a touchdown. Gets 31 yards out of the 22. And on the very next play, look at the clock now. 29 ticks left. Dominic Hickson. Craig Dahl's got to look for that ball. 22-yard touchdown.
I tell you what, he really got lucky on this because I've never seen a ball hit a pair of shoulder pads and deflect like that. Oh, Mike, look at that. Nice and soft, but the concentration on him to get back with the ball and stay with it, good job.
You know what that looked like? You know what that looked like?
Talk to me.
Super Bowl 21. Remember that?
Stop
Let's
that.
flashback
Stop
because
that.
it's anniversary time. It is. The old guys were there. This is Sims to Bavaro to McConkey, isn't it?
You know that actually two people making this catch and only one guy made the last catch. So how did they even resume?
They
each
told
other?
me to flashback.
Okay,
Phil
okay.
Sims was there. Did you ever read Sims to McConkey? I don't think anyone did, but it was written. They were there. Sims to McConkey, an actual book.
Stop.
Third quarter. Rams get a field goal to make it 21-9. Then your favorite tiptoer, Brandon Jacobs.
I mean, right up the middle, the big fella found the end zone, touchdown.
28-9. What did you call him? The tiptoe bandit?
Tiptoe burglar.
Tiptoe burglar. That's it. Sam Bradford, Mike Sims Walker, they into the red zone, down to the 19-yard line. 2 plays later, this is now a 12-play drive. Denario Alexander, that's a nice catch.
That's a beautiful catch. Back shoulder again. Perfect ball by Sam Bradford. Even better catch by Denario Alexander.
That makes it 28-16. And Rams trying to mount a comeback here. As we keep on going with these highlights, the Gatorade was so good, Denario just wanted to sit there and drink it for a little bit. Here we go. Fourth quarter. Sam Bradford intended for Greg Salas on 3rd and 7. The rookie wide receiver couldn't hold on. Giants next drive. 2:13 to go on 4th and 1. Brandon Jacobs stopped by Brady Papinga, James Laurinaitis, so the Rams are going to get the ball back. Now with $1:46 to go, but the Rams are out of timeouts. Sam Bradford, Greg Salas incomplete. Rams would punt on the next play. And the final score on this one, 28-16.
St. Louis, the Ravens. Big loss last week at Tennessee. Steven Jackson missed week 2 of the Giants with the quadricep. He's back. Joe Flacco looking to avoid back-to-back losses for the first time since 2009. Can't throw it much better than that. Torrey Smith.
That's right. This is the guy who's got the speed that they've been talking about. His first 3 receptions.
And that's the Joe Flacco we saw in week 1 against the Steelers.
All right, here's Flacco once again off the play action. Here is Torrey Smith once again into the end zone again.
Look at the closing speed on the tail end of that.
And look at the hands.
But you're right. That's what this team has missed.
Yep.
It's missed that guy that can take the top off the defense. And he just lulled the safety to sleep and then kicked it in.
I mean, that was hideous.
All right, that's 2 touchdowns for Torrey Smith. More from him later. Same score. Ricky Williams running to the right. 28-yard gain down to the St. Louis 18.
Nice pickup in the offseason.
Nice
being
combo.
able to get him, absolutely.
Who's Flacco looking for now?
Torrey Smith.
Touchdown.
First 3 receptions, I believe, in his career happened to be touchdowns.
That has to be an NFL record, doesn't it?
I would think.
I think Mike Vrabel had more consecutive.
Ooh, there you go.
Somebody told me 10.
That's a great throw, great catch.
Well, yeah, but he's not a receiver.
Is that
He's a
scary?
linebacker. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a real asterisk.
Mike
by that.
Vrabel is a linebacker, had
Yes.
more career touchdowns than I did.
Yeah.
Long
It's gonna be
afternoon for
quiet
Sam
over here.
Bradford. Terrell Suggs, 11-yard loss. Rams will be forced to punt. Into the second quarter, same score. Sam Bradford to Denario Alexander, but picked off by Ladarius Webb. Nobody else.
Just, you know what? We're still trying to find out who the Baltimore Ravens are. Are they the team that thumped the Steelers in week 1? Are they the team that pretty much laid an egg last week in Tennessee? Are they the team that went to St. Louis and put it on the Rams? Who are they?
St. Louis offense running much better with Pat Shurmur running the show last year.
Look at
Josh
Joe
McDaniels doing it this year. 37-7. We are waiting for the St. Louis Rams to show up and build on that momentum from last year. Sam Bradford, St. Louis playing host to Rex Grossman and the 2-1 Washington Redskins.
You sure you were waiting on that?
I'm waiting for it, yeah, aren't you? Rex Grossman playing well in the meantime. Jabbar Gaffney, 20-yard pickup.
Easy.
The one thing that the Rams did well last year was they played really solid defense. Not the case so far.
It's a good-looking pass for a touchdown, Jamie.
Easy.
Huh?
Not buying the Rex Grossman.
How's a 48 passer rating?
Ooh.
Okay. Just check. I'm just saying, easy.
Third and 22.
What's that? What was that? Did you see that?
Yeah. Ryan Kerrigan, rookie first-round pick, forces a Bradford fumble recovered by Barry Cofield. Redskins with the football now. 2nd and 3. Ryan Terrain.
Oh, watch this pop. Oh, he had punished some guys today. That's a big back coming at you.
That is.
Washington up 14-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Washington leading 14-0. First Redskins drive of the half. Terrain once again 39 yards.
Again, what happened to that Rams defense?
How about the offense?
Well, it's a symbiotic thing. You know, if one's not working, the other one won't work.
Terrain $135 on 19 carries.
I think
Fourth
it's the first
quarter,
time we've used
3rd and
that
11.
on the show.
Grossman is his pass tipped, picked off. Justin King takes it back
That one on
51
Rex?
yards.
That one on Rex?
I'm sorry. Did I say a 48 passer
Well, I
rating?
just was asking.
I'm just asking a question. Well, I
I'm
don't know
just
what a 48
asking
passer
you.
rating means to you.
And
Most of the time, it's awful.
You didn't put the last interception on Donovan because it was a ball someone should have caught.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't Rex get the same treatment?
Lance
all
Kendricks,
I'm
rookie
saying,
tight end out of
I never
Wisconsin.
responded to that.
Little behind him, but a ball he would like to catch.
That's a tough catch to make.
Sam Bradford could have used that one. Rams trailing 17-3. Same score. 3rd and goal. Bradford, Steven Jackson, 15-yard score, 17-10. Just the 2nd touchdown of the season for Steven Jackson. Been battling that injured quad. Next Washington drive, 1st and 10. What were you saying there, Jamie, about Rex Grossman?
I'm not saying, no, I mean, I'm just, Rex is what Rex is.
Intercepted by James Laurinaitis, takes it back
Rex is
15
either going
yards.
to give you a quarterback rating of 100 and something or below 50.
Or 48.
There is no middle ground for Rex.
4:42 left in the game. Bradford dropped by Brian Arakpo, loss of 5.
This to me is one of the surprises of the year as well. The fact that the Rams are 0-4. Thought they'd be a better team this year.
Their schedule has definitely been tough, though, but they have not played well. I'm surprised the offense has not been able to do anything all year long. But again, not giving that talented fella weapons when you could have got some guys. So if you did want to spend money, there were low-dough guys that were out there. And I really feel bad because the kid has got talent. But, you don't want to break the kid's will. And I saw some things in there that I didn't like from the standpoint of him flinching and dropping. But Ryan Terrain, you see there, 19 carries, 135 yards. Mike Shanahan just went with the hot hand.
Another team who's pretty good. The Green Bay Packers at home against Sam Bradford and the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, the Packers don't
Throwbacks here. Packers already up 3-0.
What color is that?
Coach, when Aaron Rodgers rolls out, look out.
Yeah, his passer rating is 141 when he leaves the pocket. Will you keep him in the pocket? Look at James Jones, wide open, and he will throw a strike.
It was a rough day for Sam Bradford, ducking and dodging all day long. A.J. Hawk squabbles him up.
I feel so bad for Sam Bradford. Why do you?
And he says to his friend, we're number 1.
Yeah, Hawk has got a little something going on with his own sideline right there.
That's in his place. Why is he doing that?
Rodgers, the pump fake, what do we call this,
This
Coach?
is called a sluggo, a slant go for 93 yards. Everybody should know this is coming. You don't bite on this slant. Jordy Nelson.
man,
Let's
from
see
Nelson.
a Lambeau leap. Jordy.
I love that group of receivers, man. You talking these guys here, they love to play together. When I was there 2 weeks ago, they were talking about we bring in Jordy, and he goes deep, 93 yards. That is as deep as they get, Jordy.
And Nelson's got an 84-yarder this year for a touchdown as well. And oh, by the way, it's a primetime nominee, Coach, Donald Driver as well.
The old man, Donald Driver, he's the leader of that offense now, and Aaron Rodgers escapes out of the pocket, and he separates open, another touchdown.
Falcons win. They're above 500 for the first time all year. Look at that. Josh Hamilton and Lance Berkman coming from across the street. They're playing Game 4 of the World Series.
Thanks for coming.
Coin flip. You had 522 in the 92 World Series prime. Let's give you credit.
I did.
I'm giving everybody
I would have
credit.
been MVP, too.
This one Mook said before.
I was flat out raking.
On game day morning.
Felix Jones is out. DeMarco Murray's in, and he's going to alternate with Tashard Choice. But DeMarco Murray, man, this guy's out of the backfield. He's going to have 150 scrimmage yards in this game for the boys.
Nostra muchos.
Oh, that's a good bold prediction.
Nostra muchos. He darn near got
There
a
he
buck
goes.
50
Is that
on
Tony
this.
Dorsett? No.
Call it Moochie. Call it Moochie. What am I eating tomorrow, Moochie?
You're eating crow.
91-yard scamper, if you will. Second longest running Cowboys history. You know what the longest one is, of course, from Monday nights years ago. A.J. Feely starting for the injured Sam Bradford. Here's Cadillac Williams hit by Abram Elam. Live ball. Rams challenge, but Elam reestablished himself before he picked up the loose ball.
Great play by Elam.
Cowboys get the ball back, and what do they do with it? Romo to Des Bryant on second and forever. That is a chain mover.
Yeah, and this guy's dangerous.
This guy's tough to tackle as well.
He is. Now, this guy stays healthy and in shape. He's going to be dynamic.
Led to a Romo 1-yard pass to his BFF. 14-0 Cowboys on top. Ensuing Rams possession. Steven Jackson puts the Rams on the board. So it's a one-touchdown game here mid-second quarter. Second rushing touchdown of the year for Steven Jackson and the Rams. Remember, the first one was in the week 1 against the Eagles.
Spags got him fighting.
Third quarter, it's DeMarco Murray.
They won a game, Coach.
187 rushing yards through 3 quarters. Chasing the Cowboys' single-game rookie rushing record. Forget that. He blew past that. He shattered the Cowboys.
Even Emmitt Smith?
Yes, even Tony Dorsett.
Get him
They're
going.
all looking up at DeMarco Murray. 250
Look at him go!
yards.
I don't know what happens right here, though. I don't know what
He got a
was
flat tire.
That wasn't a flat tire.
On just 25 carries.
Ran out of gas.
Cowboys send the Rams to a hard 0-6.
Going crazy in the streets of St. Louis. The Cardinals winning the World Series. Tony La Russa on hand for the Rams and Saints. They're trying to maybe give the Rams a little boost here. And defensively, Saints down 3-0. Maybe it worked. Breeze sacked by Robert Quinn.
Just a 3-man rush.
It's Quinn's first career sack. And then $1:54 left in the half. And it's Breeze sacked by Chris Long, who had a monster day and 3 sacks in the game.
They came today. The Rams came to play football.
Like David Freese right there. All right, 2 plays later here.
That can't happen.
And the punt is blocked by Quinn, rolls out of bounds. It led to a Steven Jackson touchdown. Rams on top 10-0.
You see why he was such a high talked about player during the draft.
All right, 1:06 left here, and Breeze is picked off by Josh Gordy after this ball. He's looking for Devery Henderson. Man, the Saints just looked. They scored 62 a week ago.
Crowd is in the game now. The Rams are starting to bleed.
20 seconds left in the half, and it's Feely to Brandon Lloyd.
Wow.
They just got him.
What a great acquisition now. Brandon Lloyd, he has 6 catches this game and last game now. And A.J. Feely shoots it in there.
That was a throw.
Rams on top 17-0. How about Steven Jackson? When he's healthy, he runs just as hard as Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he's an elite back in this league. They just haven't had him available for every game. But boy, like you said, Fran, when he's healthy, he's beast.
11th play of the drive. No one's going to get in Jackson's way. 24-0. The Rams with A.J. Feely as their quarterback. They're up over the Saints. Jackson on 159 yards and a couple of scores. 4th quarter now, Pierre Thomas. All right, so here you're thinking, all right, here come the Saints. 10 minutes left. It's 24-14. They're down by 10. But the Rams, well, Roger Saffold, he moved.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
And this is a huge play. And Steven Jackson's not having it. Steven Jackson is trying to tell us we are not going to lose this game
He has
today.
a C on his chest. That's what he's supposed to do. I like that. Lead, man. Lead.
So a couple of Saints possessions later, 3 minutes left in the game. Breeze picked off by Darian Stewart.
They were not afraid to jump routes and Drew Brees today. They felt we had nothing to lose, and it worked out.
All right, the Saints got a late touchdown. Breeze extended his streak of consecutive games with the TD pass to 35.
And get their first win of the season themselves. Meanwhile, no Kevin Cobb. He's hurt. It's time for John Skelton to try and do something. And this game was 13-6 Rams on top in Arizona when Larry Fitzgerald grabs the Skelton pass. I mean, the Cardinals couldn't do anything worth a lick on offense. Skelton had 2 safeties. 2 safeties the Rams defense got on Skelton. And the Rams.
How can you get 2 safeties?
Well, the Rams had a chance to win this game at the end of regulation, but the Cardinals blocked the kick. Calais Campbell with a block kick to save the bacon of the day by Ken Wisenhunt, but the special teams was not done, forcing overtime. And in overtime, Rams are punting, and they're punting it to Patrick Peterson.
If you know what I know.
He caught it on the
2. You don't want to punt.
He didn't catch it on the 1, did he?
Yes, he did catch it on the 1. Look at this. He always break tackles, 3, 4, 5 tackles, and now
You got to be kidding me.
Then hold it up. Hold it up.
No, he
Oh, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wait a minute.
Where you go for it?
There you go. Patrick Peterson's third return for a score this year wins it.
Browns and the Rams, 9-9. They are even in the regular season all-time. Colt McCoy against Sam Bradford. They finished number 1 and number 2 in the 2008 Heisman Trophy voting. Second possession for the Rams, down 3-0. Sam Bradford connects with, was that Brandon Lloyd? A one-handed grab, full extension, diving catch. That could have been the catch of the season. Lloyd with an incredible grab for St. Louis. And then on the next play, the screen pass to Steven Jackson. He picks up a first down, a gain of 11. On to the second quarter, 7 plays later, still the same drive. It's a 3rd and 3. Sam Bradford, he's going to find Brandon Lloyd for the touchdown, a 7-yard TD. St. Louis goes up 7-3. Lloyd making a big impact since being traded to St. Louis. 4 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown in the game. Next, Rams possession, 4th play of the drive. The ball is tipped up and intercepted by Scott Fujita. It sets up a Browns 1st and 10 nearby midfield. Big turnover. That was the only interception of the day for Bradford. How about Josh Cribbs at quarterback? They would run the reverse and then passing back. Seneca Wallace hits Colt McCoy. They were playing guys all over the place. They had 3 quarterbacks on the field for that one. A 21-yard gain would end in a field goal, 7-6. And then the Rams get the ball back, give it to Steven Jackson. A couple possessions later, 3rd play of their drive, Jackson picks up 22. The drive would end with the field goal. They go up 10-6. And then just before halftime, Colt McCoy heaves a bomb to Greg Little. He hauls it in, a 52-yard play. And the drive would end with a field goal, so they were down 10-9 at halftime. On to the 3rd. Handoff goes to Chris Obanaya. Makes a man miss. Playing against the team he used to play for, he picks up 32 yards. He had 90 yards on the game. The very next play, Colt McCoy back to pass, takes a nice drop, and he will find Ben Watson. How did he come down with that? With 2 men around him, makes the one-handed catch. That would end in another field goal, but Cleveland takes the lead at home, 12-10. 4th quarter, they're punting the Rams to Josh Cribbs. He gets stripped, ball is on the ground. St. Louis jumps on it. That is a game changer. Cleveland up 12-10, trying to nurse their lead, but Cribbs loses the football, and St. Louis kicks the go-ahead field goal. They go up 13-12. Next Cleveland possession, 2nd play of their drive, Greg Little runs a reverse for a 10-yard gain. 7 plays later, going for a field goal to go up in the game, but they miss it. Phil Dawson, money in the bank, made his previous 4 field goals, misses this one as there was a bad snap. And the Browns end up losing at home.
Coming in now, the Seahawks and the Rams in the NFC West. Pete Carroll looking to keep pace, or trying to.
Got himself a good defense. Not sure what he's got in terms of offense. Got a running back running the ball hard, though.
Well, he had a quarterback struggling early anyway, Tavares Jackson. First possession picked off by Chris Chamberlain.
Seen a lot of that from Tavares the last few weeks. Just turn around and hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch, who's running wild these days.
Now it's 3rd and 3. Jackson for Ben Obamanu, intercepted by Quentin Michael.
Okay, you got to stop that, Tavares. Okay,
you don't like that one?
You're on the road.
Nice tackle
Against a bad team. Just quit giving them chances.
Talking it over with offensive coordinator Darrell Bevel. Rams would capitalize.
The same thing.
Sam Bradford. Brandon Lloyd, about 6 steps on that Seahawk defense at 7-0.
Brandon Lloyd has.
Well, it's a nice acquisition. The guy can play.
Just a little bit too late for them. Should have done it earlier in the year.
Second quarter, Seahawks trailing 7-0. Jackson, Sidney Rice, 14 yards, Seattle touchdown.
Sidney Rice finally showing up to work.
You just feel bad for Sam Bradford because they just haven't done enough to surround him with talented players.
Seattle offense back at it. 2nd down, 24. Jackson, nowhere to go.
Wow.
Darian Stewart with the 8-yard sack.
We would call that a revival in the backfield. That's when there's more than 3 people on the quarterback.
And Jackson sacked 5
quarterback
times.
revival?
Absolutely.
10-7 Seattle at halftime. Sam Bradford in the 3rd quarter, sacked by Chris Clemens. Fumble recovered by Clinton McDonald.
Got to know that pressure's coming.
Gotta
1,000, 1,000, 2,003. If you're not feeling it by 1,003, you've got to know by 1,004.
One of you guys said Marshawn Lynch was playing here recently.
He's been playing well.
Bounces it outside, 3-yard touchdown. Seahawks led 17-17 in the third quarter and go on to win in St. Louis 24-7.
Marshawn Lynch. That is, he snapped a streak of 100-yard games. Had 109 last week against Baltimore, but 27 for 88 at least takes some of the pressure off of Tavares Jackson.
Cardinals beat the Rams in Week 9 on a punt return in overtime by Patrick Peterson. Steven Jackson averaging over 100 yards rushing in his last 4. No score first quarter, and the punt goes to Nick Miller. Miller just hits the sidelines. He's got some blockers in front of him. 3 guys around him, 4. Another block. Miller is going to take it to the house. An 88-yard punt return for a touchdown by Nick Miller. Rams go up at home 7-0. On the Cardinals. 2 possessions later for Arizona. This is Beanie Wells breaking one down the left sideline, trying to get the stiff arm. He breaks a tackle, but he's going to get caught from behind, but not before rushing for 71 yards, the longest career run for Beanie Wells. And that would set up a field goal, so the Cardinals were down 7-3. On to the second. St. Louis with the ball. 8th play of the drive. Bradford looking to the end zone. Back shoulder, and there is Brandon Lloyd along the sidelines. A gain of 26. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 3. And the next play after a false start. Bradford, he's going to be sacked by Sam Acho for a loss of 9. And they would have to settle for a field goal, but they go into halftime leading 10-3. Rams leading 10-6 after a field goal by Arizona. They set up the screen pass to Lance Kendricks, but he is hit and he coughs the ball up. Sam Acho is there. He had the sack. Now he's got the fumble recovery. But did he have possession of the football in bounds? Second fumble of the game for the Rams. Maybe he did not. His body was out of bounds because it was knocked out of his hands. Rams had an opportunity to challenge the play, and they did not. So Arizona gets the football. 1st and goal, they give it to Beanie Wells. He fights his way into the end zone, a 7-yard rushing touchdown, so he does get his touchdown in the game. Cardinals go up 13-10. Ensuing Rams possession, they are punting. Oh no, not again. Patrick Peterson with the burst up the middle. He's got nobody in front of him. He's going to take this one to the house. Peterson does it again against the Rams. An 80-yard punt return for the touchdown with the Dion dance. And yes, his 4th punt return for a touchdown this season, which ties an NFL record. He was just gone. Nobody in sight. Peterson just outruns the field, and he gets the punt return for the score for the 2nd time against St. Louis, burning them once again. Cardinals up 20-13 after a St. Louis field goal, and then Wells is stopped for a loss by Brady Papinga, who forces the fumble, and the Rams recover it. So they have the ball at the 43 after Wells, getting down low, twists his knee on the play and loses the football, but he would return in the game. So St. Louis gets a big break under 8 minutes to go. They need a touchdown to tie it. Bradford looks end zone for Brandon Lloyd. Wide open, perfect pass. Nice catch. A 16-yard touchdown ties the game at 20. We've got a game in St. Louis. But Arizona would get the ball back. 4th play of the drive. It's a 3rd and 6. And Beanie Wells reverses field, slips a man. He's taking this one all the way. No, caught from behind. Inside the 10, sets up a 1st and goal. At the 9, the Cardinals would settle for a field goal, but enough to give them the lead 23-20. And then they get the ball back. They have a 3rd and 4. Rams defense needs a stop, and they can't do it. Arizona gets it. This time, LaRod Stevens howling on the delay. A 5-yard carry gets a 1st down, and the Cardinals are able to ice the game. 2 plays later, a 1st and 15. And Beanie Wells runs for 14, sets the Cardinals' single-game rushing record. 228 yards on the game, and the Cardinals win.
Fans, send me the emails because he was great again today. I'm sure you feel it.
In the NFC West, the Niners
but you
and
love
the
Tim
Rams.
Tebow.
Frank Gore looking to pass Joe Perry to become the 49ers' all-time leading rusher.
Not Joe Perry, the guitarist for Aerosmith either.
A.J. Feely to Britt Miller. Patrick Willis, the star linebacker for the Niners, injured on the play, unable to make the tackle, grabbing his hamstring, did not come back to the game.
One of the best in the league right there. Wow. And the heart and soul of that defense that has been outstanding all season long.
And they're going to need him for the playoffs.
Second quarter, Niners up 3-0, facing 3rd down and 9 are the Rams, and A.J. Feely sacked by Ray McDonald.
It's kind of symbolic of the entire season for the Rams, isn't it?
It's just
quarterback just loses it.
You see Ray McDonald stripping the ball, recovered by Alden Smith,
did
the
he
rookie.
Strip it, or did it just slip out of his hand?
Give him a strip. Led to a field goal at 6-0. This is Alex Smith, the half roll to the right, throwing back to Vernon Davis, touchdown.
Oh! Went from the sun to the shade. You see that change? Not making excuses, but I guess it is an excuse.
Frank Gore now, 20 yards, running into that from the sun to the shade.
Yeah, but as a runner,
he didn't drop it.
Yeah, less of a bother.
28-yard field goal made it 9-0. Third quarter, A.J. Feely to Austin Pettis, but picked off by Deshaun Goldson.
Yeah. He gets hit on that throw, but
49ers defense continues to just have a monster year.
If you look at what they did against the Baltimore Ravens on on Thanksgiving night as well, they played solid. Their offense just couldn't generate anything.
Alex Smith.
That's pretty ball right there. That is a pretty ball.
Alex Smith, huge day today.
How about that?
17 for 23.
How many times was he sacked?
274 yards,
Did they
2 touchdowns.
And not the last Monday for Monday Night Football. Marshawn Lynch with his mom, Davina. She used to give him Skittles when he scored touchdown as a kid. He has 8 straight coming into this game. Sam Bradford playing despite that lingering high ankle sprain. First quarter, no score. Donnie Jones punt blocked by Doug Baldwin. What a game he had. Recovered by Michael Robinson. Returns at 17 yards for the score. Seahawks with the early 7-0 lead. Third quarter. Rams 1st and 10 at their own 23. Sam Bradford looking for Brandon Lloyd, but no, he finds Brandon Browner. 5th interception this year.
Timing off for Sam Bradford almost the entire evening.
All right, next Seahawks drive. Marshawn Lynch running up the middle for 12 yards and running like he's just running angry all the time these days, Charles.
Well, when they talk about beast mode, he lives it. It's not just an expression. It's not just a T-shirt. Try tackling him.
All right, Sam Bradford finding Steven Jackson. Did a little bit of running of his own. 50 yards down to the Seahawks 20. Josh Brown without a field goal, cutting the lead. 13-6 the score at this point. Seahawks next drive. 3rd and 11 at their own 49. Tavares Jackson, Doug Baldwin, 22 yards. Takes it down to the 29-yard line. In the very next play, 1st and 10 at the Rams 29. Tavares Jackson, again to Doug Baldwin. This time, a touchdown. So the Seahawks extend their lead 20-6.
Yeah, how about the way you mentioned the night Doug Baldwin had? He did it all. Special teams, on offense, you name it.
And Marshawn Lynch just kept doing what he's been doing. Runs left, 16-yard touchdown. Seahawks extend their lead 30-13. And look at this. This is great. See what's on the ground there?
Skittles.
He loves it. He's getting Skittles rained from the stands.
Can you be skittled?
I guess you can.
Look at that. And the grounds crew saying, more for us to clean up, but happy in a victory.
Skittles must be happy as well. So the Seahawks back-to-back primetime wins, 30-13 the final.
Sam Bradford out for St. Louis, so that means Kellen Clemens is getting the start. A.J. Green, the rookie receiver for the Bengals, 891 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. First quarter, no score, and Dalton will go straight to work for A.J. Green deep, and he holds it in. But he is touched, and he is down after gaining 55 yards, extending for the bomb. A.J. Green with the sweet grab sets up a 1st and goal at the 2. Cincinnati in business. 2nd and goal. Dalton tries to throw the fade pattern. And Green comes up with the one-handed catch with his left hand, but he was not able to get both feet in, so it did not count. Still a nice catch. Cincinnati would settle for a field goal, going up 3-0 against St. Louis. And then their next possession, they do the throwback to Green, and he's able to break free. He takes it 30 yards all the way into St. Louis territory, setting up a 1st and 10 at the 41. Green with a big game, finished with 6 catches for 115 yards. On to the second, Cincinnati still driving, but a 2nd and 21, and Dalton is picked up, tried to force a pass. Josh Gordy is there. Finally, he had to hurdle, and he was tripped after returning it 30 yards, sets up a 1st and 10 at the 48. Dalton tried to force that one, and it was picked off. 3rd and 3 for St. Louis, and Kellen Clemens is sacked in the backfield by Jonathan Fanene. Got him with a helmet-to-helmet hit, but the referees did not see it. They did not call a penalty, so St. Louis was forced to punt. 3 possessions later for Cincinnati, still up 3-0, now tied 3-3, and Dalton will go down the field. And there is a pass interference called on the Rams, but A.J. Green was hurt on the play. He tripped on his feet, stumbled over himself, and it looked like he hurt his right shoulder. So he landed hard on it. May have jammed it. He was taken to the locker room, but he would return in the second half. Rams went into halftime leading 6-3. Cincinnati did tie it up. So tied up at 6, late third quarter, the punt return. Brandon Tate breaks free down the sideline. He has to miss the punter and avoids him, but he does get pushed out of bounds. Still not before gaining 56 yards on the punt return. And it would lead to this, Cincinnati looking end zone. Dalton to A.J. Green. And Green falls hard on his shoulder once again. There was a flag on the play, and 2 plays later, Cincinnati had a 2nd and goal. They give it to Bernard Scott, and he squeezes into the end zone for the touchdown. Only his 3rd career touchdown. Punctuates it with a spike in Cincinnati, starting to roll up 13-6. And then they give it to Cedric Benson this time. And he bowls over people for a gain of 15. Why not let him finish off the drive, huh? After getting that to work, they give it to him again. He bounces it out left side, gets around the end, into the end zone for the touchdown. Cincinnati goes up on the road in St. Louis, and they're able to pull off the win 20-13.
So that means even if the Steelers win this game, they need to win this game in order to stay put in the AFC Northwest. You saw the quartet of quarterbacks.
Ben was suited up.
Trio of quarterbacks, if you will. He was suited up. He was
Nice
third.
blocking downfield.
This is Rashard Mendenhall taking the handoff from starting quarterback Charlie Batch. That's a 52-yard scamper against the Rams, who have had tough times stopping running back.
That's old Pittsburgh Steelers football. That's old Pittsburgh Steelers football right there, guys.
Here's John Clay, and that rhymes. John Clay signed off the practice squad. The Wisconsin Badger gets in the end zone.
I love when guys come up from the practice squad.
Just this week he came up.
Give him the football. The big increase on the paycheck, guys.
10-0 Steelers. It's 13-0 fourth quarter. Charlie Batch, Chaz Batch to Mike Wallace running free.
Yeah, going to the speed guy, Michael Wallace.
Play goes under review, 53 yards. Josh Gordy, after further review, takes him down. Takes down Mike Wallace. Before the one. But it does allow me to say the name Josh Gordy on NFL Game Day.
Yeah, Josh, it's good.
Yeah, good concentration. Good concentration by Mike Wallace. That's the kid right there. Great concentration, kid.
And here comes Mendenhall downhill. Buck 16, touchdown from Mendenhall. Steelers winning, going away 27-0. The AFC North will come down to the final week.
49ers need a win to clinch the 2nd seed in the NFC playoffs. Sam Bradford missing the game for St. Louis, the 6th game this season that he will be missing. Rams' first drive, Kellen Clemens takes off on a 3rd and 7. He gets into the end zone. Kellen Clemens takes it himself. What a play, an 18-yard touchdown puts the Rams up 7-0 at home. But San Francisco would respond. 2 possessions later, Alex Smith slips, gets back up. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's going to dive into the end zone, and he answers Kellen Clemens with a rushing touchdown of his own. Time the game at 7. On to the 2nd. Score still tied. The Rams going with a trick play. Steven Jackson or Jarius Norwood throwing back across his body. He is picked off by Terrell Brown on the trick play. Sets up 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Niners. Then 2 plays later, the pass goes out to Michael Crabtree, who beats his man. He takes it into the end zone, high-stepping, a 28-yard touchdown. 49ers capitalize on the turnover, going up 14-7. They were up 20-7 at halftime. Then late 3rd quarter, Smith over the middle to Vernon Davis, a 34-yard play, sets up a 1st and 10 at the 17. Then 4 plays later, setting up for a field goal. The snap goes to David Akers, who throws it outside to Crabtree. Crabtree's 2nd touchdown of the game. Yeah, too easy on that one. Let's see what happened again. The direct snap went to David Akers, and he threw it to Crabtree, who was just unguarded. They extend their lead to 27-10. Then St. Louis added a field goal, only down by 14. Then from his end zone, Kellen Clemens is intercepted again by Terrell Brown. This is Brown's second pick of the game that would lead to an Anthony Dixon 1-yard score. 49ers go up 33-13, and then they, of course, added the extra point. So they were up 34-13 with under 5 minutes to go. And then Kellen Clemens found Brandon Lloyd for the touchdown. A nice grab by Lloyd, a 36-yarder. So they were down 34-20 after that, going for the onside kick. And they get it. The Rams get it. Brian Keel recovers at the bottom of the pile at the 36. Excellent field position. Jim Harbaugh sweating on the sidelines. And then St. Louis, 5th play of the drive. Clemens going end zone, and there's a pass interference called. That's going to take the ball all the way down to the 1. And that would lead to a Cadillac Williams 1-yard score. So let's do this again. The Rams only down by 1 possession now. And Kellen Clemens on 2nd and 10. He is sacked by Navarro Bowman for a 7-yard loss. He injured his ankle on the play, and in would come Tom Brandstetter as Clemens had to hop off the field. So 2 plays later, this is a 4th and 17 to keep the game alive. St. Louis, Brandstetter back to pass, plenty of time. Downfield, his pass is broken up. So the Niners hang on, they take over the football, and they kneel down for the win, 34-27, and clinch a first-round bye in the playoffs.